Broomrapes look odd as they lack chlorophyll. This looks dead, but actually this is as healthy as they get. They lack chlorophyll, and so they actually obtain their nutrients by parasitizing host species, by growing into the ground, getting everything they require from the roots of the host species. In this case, the species they're parasitizing are knapweed, so this is a knapweed broomrape, and this is what's called a hollow parasite. It's dependent entirely upon the host. So how does this work? So plants often collaborate with fungi, with mycorrhizae. So knapweeds, their roots will often have mycorrhizae surrounding them, and the mycorrhizae will extract nutrients from the soil and give it to the knapweed roots. And the knapweed will photosynthesize and produce sugars, which will then give in return to the mycorrhizae. So it's a perfect collaborative relationship. And the way this is set up is the knapweed roots release plant hormones called strigolactones. And they're saying, here I am. And then the mycorrhizae, in the presence of strigolactones, will start dividing and growing and then surround the knapweed roots and then set up that collaboration. And it's a good collaboration. Now, what about the broomrape? The broomrape has long-term seed banks, so they'll be they'll be sitting in the ground here, waiting for a suitable host. And when a suitable host, like this knapweed, appears, it will then start releasing strigolactones, and the broomrape also uses this as a signal, and in the presence of strigolactones, it will then germinate and start to grow and then start to parasitize the host. So the broomrape, the knapweed is saying, I'm here, and the broomrape is saying, thanks for letting you know, I'm going to parasitize you. So I talked earlier about how these can be specialized, and different broomrapes are often specialized. There's some that specialize on ivy or thyme or yarrow or a range of different species. And it seems the way they do it is that the different hosts release different strigolactones and in different mixes, but that the broomrape have specific receptors that can detect these mixtures of strigolactones and work out what the plant nearby seems to be. So there's an intricate relationship between the host and the mycorrhizae and the broomrape. So understanding this is important for understanding how these species exist. It's also important in that although these are of novelty interest and conservation interest, some of these are very rare in the United Kingdom, in some parts of the world, particularly Africa, broomrapes can be a serious agricultural pest. And understanding the mechanism may well be the secret for working out a way in which we can remove that pest from being a serious problem for many agricultural fields in Africa. So, a fascinating plant, even if rather unspectacular.